So in this video, I'm going to show you how to install NVIDIA drivers on a system where it's not recognizing the hardware. You know you have NVIDIA hardware, but the package, the driver package, won't recognize it and you can't get it installed. Now for most people, after you make an update to the driver package, you're going to detect the hardware, install it, and move on with your life. For the rest of us, we're going to have an extra problem, which was making me pull my hair out, which is why I even created this video, both as a reminder to myself what to do the next time I run into this, and also to save anybody else from having the problem that I've had trying to get this driver installed on my system. Now, I have a laptop, an Acer 7720, something like that. It's from 2006, and I've been able to upgrade it, and actually that's what created the problem. I upgraded it to a video card that I bought off of eBay, and then I found out later that the video card, like, it was a demo video card, so I had to update the firmware or something. And that way the system, that was the only way I could get the system to boot in the first place. Then once it booted and I tried to install the driver to make everything look good, then it was saying it couldn't find the hardware. So it's been a long evolution of problems leading up to this video. But of course you would go and you'd run the package, and then of course it would try to look for the compatibility, and it's going to fail on that part. It's going to say that it can't find the hardware, which is 100% true. The driver is only designed for certain hardwares, I guess. And in my case, it didn't. There was probably a special graphics driver for the demo version of this card that I had. So of course we get here, you're pulling your hair out, I was, and let's go ahead and try to fix it. Now the first thing we need to do is go into the device manager in order to figure out the details about the device so that we can make the correct changes in the INF files, which is what we're going to be modifying. So once you go into Device Manager, right-click on it and go to Properties. Actually, here, let me show you how to get into Device Manager if you're on Windows 10. I right-click the Start button and Device Manager. Easy. So, bring that up. Expand your display adapter. Here's mine. We're going to go to Properties and the Details pane. We're going to drop down the property. Drop down, go to Hardware IDs, and we're going to be working from this primarily. This DEV of 0649 is really important, and the subsys is what really uniquely identifies your hardware to the system, 0567 10DE in my case. So go ahead and minimize this, and let's start modifying the files. So when you first install the package, it's going to extract to your C drive by default. Wherever you put it, go ahead and drill down into that folder. And then you're looking for the display driver folder. So let's go in there. And we need to modify, like I said, INF files. Now the question is, which one? Well, it doesn't matter, I think. That's why I'm making this video, to kind of show you a way that is successful, but the way you make it work may be a little bit different. So for example, when I did this back in 2006, not 2006, I did this about a year ago, 2 years ago, I'd say about 2 years ago, and these files were NVAM or something like that. And they've changed as this has gone on, and if you're watching this in the future looking back, you may have different files here. But basically just follow this method and it should work for you, because like I said, it's worked for me for a couple of years. This system, I've rebuilt it a bunch of times because it's kind of like a test bed for me. So let's find the first one and open it up. Now, we're looking for this grouping, this DEV number. We're looking for this grouping of this 4 numbers, 0649. Yours are going to be different. And basically, they fall under one of these headings, right? So here's version, here's something. And we're going to find we're going to find this grouping in one of these files, and we're going to start from there to use it as a template. So 0649 is not found in this file. So, like I said, there's a bunch of files, and yours might be different. So just go to the next one. I'm going to go to NVAAI 0649. Didn't find it, okay? Not getting discouraged. I'm moving to the next file. All right, 0649. Here we go. So now I found the grouping of 0649s, right? And we're going to use this as a template in order to get installed. So let's go ahead and select any one of them. It really doesn't matter which one, and it doesn't matter where you put it either. So just for simplicity, I'm going to put it underneath. And now, like I said, we need this subsys number. It's an 8-digit number, 056710DE. And we're going to start modifying this. 0649, the grouping, and then this was 056710DE, right? Let me double check that. 056710DE. And we need to modify this portion of it as well, just the last 8 here. 056710DE. All right, so we're setting up a pattern, and now I'm going to go ahead and copy that, and now I'm going to search for more of these 0649s. Now, if your cursor's here, when you do it, it's going to jump around, and you're going to get a bunch of these because you're still in the 0649 grouping, right? But when you finally get out of there, you're going to get to the next grouping, which is under a different heading. Like I said, there's these different settings. This says set A devices. I think they end in like 61, 62, 63 or something. But the point is, we need to find the 0649. Before, we were in section 13. Now, I'm sorry, section 12. Now we're in section 13 of the 0649s. So let's go ahead and take that part that we copied before and paste it back in there. We've already done the work here and here, but one thing that I found success in, and I haven't tested it the other way, but I changed this to section 13 to match these other sections, right? I think that's necessary, so just go ahead and do it, because I've had success. Now, we're going to go and find 0649 again. And of course, if we were in section 12 before, and then section 13 just before, now we're in section 14. So we're just going to jump in here, any place, and put that in here. Change this to 14. I'm happy with that. So now we're going to look for 0649 again, and see how I'm bouncing around. I'm still in 14, but when I get out of 0649, here in section 14, it's going to jump to 15. So now I'm in section 15, and anywhere in here, section 15, and I'm going to change this, and then get out of section 15, and now you're looking for sections, not a section, but you're looking for 0649 again. Now you'll notice it jumped into something that's different, right? So here's where we found 0649s. What we were copying looked like this, which is totally different. That's because we're in a different heading now. This heading is called strings. We need to modify a string. So there were 4 of these there were 4 headings that had